Welcome from the home of the New York Mets, Citi Field in Queens. The show brings you a matchup of division rivals. It's the Miami Marlins going up against the New York Mets. Well, Singy, as we come into this one, it's all about the sweep.
Yeah, and anytime there's a chance for the brooms to come out, the pressure is definitely on. We'll see if they can find a way to salvage at least one in this series.
First pitch coming at you right after the break. Just about ready to go and getting to start. Sean Manaea, what do we need to know here?
He's had his ups and downs in his career as his ERA is just over 4, but this is a guy that's not afraid. He's going to take the ball, he's going to go out there and give it his best.
And now for the Marlins, Jesus Sanchez. Out in front with the swing, and that is strike one.
First pitch, 111.
Outside low, ball one. Sanchez went deep in his most recent game. Next offering is in for a strike.
That's a good pitch there. Really had some run and finished a little up and in just on the edge. And that's one of those, if you swing at it, hit a broken bat as you jog back to the dugout.
And that just misses.
2 balls, 2 strikes.
Got it. And there's one down.
Well, he didn't get the call on the mound the pitch before. Felt like he should have had him looking, I think. But, that's good composure right there. He found a way to come back with another good pitch to get him to swing and miss.
Here's the rookie right fielder, Griffin Conine. 2 for 7 in the series so far. And a big swing and a miss.
0-1.
1 out, base is empty. Just missed.
Ball 1.
Right through there for a strike.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
And that skips in the dirt. Foul ball, another 2-2 upcoming. Strike 3, and that's 2 in a row.
No, anytime you can punch out the top 2 guys in a lineup to start an inning, you got to be feeling pretty good out there on the mound, because when you think of just having a distraction, table setters on the base paths, and all of a sudden you're dealing with the number 3 hitter, any distraction can cause you to serve up a cookie, and instead of it being a solo shot, it's a 2 or 3 run homer.
And the batter now, Xavier Edwards. First pitch, and he just misses. Swings through that one. 2 out, space is empty. That one not close. 2-2. Gets a piece there. We'll do it again. Breaking ball misses down and away. That's a walk.
That's ball 4.
Went with the cutter again, but couldn't find his zone.
What a battle. It's not always easy laying off a
Batting fourth,
3-2
the
pitch, and I tell you
designated
what,
hitter,
he
Connor
earned that
Norby.
walk.
So man aboard. Next is the designated hitter, Connor Norby. And there's a ball. Lifted in the air, right field. Taylor settles underneath it. And that is that. Marlins leave 1. Now the Mets will step back here at Citi Field. And on the hill in this one, Ryan Weathers.
Well, last year kind of around the league average in terms of ERA. And you know what? That's why you have 5 different spots in the starting rotation. You've got to have people round things out. And not everyone's going to pitch like a number 1 or number 2 every outing or every season. But last year, he gave his team an opportunity and a chance to win every time he took the mound on average. And when you look at that kind of performance, it has a place on every ball club.
Swing and a ball hit out towards left center field. Into the dive, and he got it.
Just a great job of concentration there as he leaves the ground to go airborne to make a diving catch. That's a tough play, but he got the job done.
Here's Francisco Lindor, having a good series so far at the plate with 5 runs batted in on 4 hits. Cut on and missed 96 with that fastball. Ball 1 there. Swing and a high fly ball out towards right field. 2 away now.
Batting third.
Here's a Mets lineup now. And singing against the southpaw on the mound. The skipper's loaded this lineup with righty bats.
Certainly following the conventional wisdom here, Boo. That extra split second can make a big difference for a hitter. So these righty batters will need to take advantage and make this tactical move pay off.
2 down, bases empty. And now it's Jose Siri. And first offering is fouled off. 2 outs. Yeah, that's fouled off. And look out as that one ran in and got him. He had 2 strikes on him, and he hit him. Here's Pete Alonso. Hitless in 4 at bats yesterday. You see the velocity 97 with that fastball. Snap throw to first. And he dives back in safely. Weathers fires. Ripped to third, but handled, and that'll end the inning. Mets leave 1. All set for the start of the inning. Leading off, Jonah Bride. Manaea back to work. Bride measures 5 feet 10 inches, 29 years old, and they went out and made a trade for him last season. That's in there, and it's a ball and a strike. Gary Simmons has the plate duty in this one.
Well, with Simmons, it's not always your standard strike zone, Boog. It kind of gives a little extra in some parts of the zone and then can be tighter in others. But I think the important thing is he doesn't get labeled as inconsistent, so you got to stay ready up there.
And that's a little bit high. 3-1. Yeah, one of those umpires, you just have to know what to expect, right?
Exactly.
That one fouled off. Fouled off again, and it remains 3-2. And a swing and a miss. That K is his 3rd of the game.
He came out of his mechanics there. Typically, he likes to shoot the ball the other way, but that time, a little anxious.
Swing and a foul straight back. Manaea winds and deals. And that one sliced foul. Hacks and misses. It's a strikeout. 2 outs, base is empty. Davison De Los Santos, the next up for the Marlins. Right through there for a strike.
0-1's the
No
count.
score here in the second. Ripped on the ground to second. Throws to first. Marlins set down in order. So no runs, no hits, no errors, and no one left. Now to the bottom of the second. No score. Bottom of the second. And stepping in for New York, Ronnie Mauricio.
Third baseman, Ronnie Mauricio.
Ryan Weathers will get back to work. And that one fouled off. Next offering is down low. The 1-1 is fouled off. Out to short, Edwards. That's one out, the bottom of the second.
Batting sixth, second baseman, Luis Angel Acuna.
Now it's the second baseman, Luis Angel Acuna. That one missed. At 96, that pitch is in for a strike.
Looks like a really good fastball today. You can hear that catcher's mitt popping. Looking forward to hearing a lot of that one in this one.
Lined, and that's a base hit. So they get a man aboard with a 1-out single.
Showed a willingness to drive that pitch the opposite way. Didn't get
fielder,
jumping, didn't try to pull the ball.
Brandon
He let it get
Nimmo.
deep, took the barrel right to it, and then extended through the swing for the line drive base hit. And now they've got some speed on first, so we'll see if they try to get him into motion.
One down. Here's Brandon Nimmo. Splits the plate, and that is strike one.
He's been known to jump all over the first pitch, so that seems like a missed opportunity right there.
Next offering misses, and 1-1. Glove side, but it gets through. And it'll be first and third now after that miscue.
Back-to-back base hits. Wasn't able to elevate that one, but he sure hit it hard enough to get through the infield. There's not a whole lot of time for the defenders to react and try to make a play when it's ripped like that.
2 on, 1 out. Here's the catcher for the Mets, Francisco Alvarez. Homered last night, added another hit as well. Grounded to third, could be 2. There's 1, and that's 2. Welcome back.
Leading
Let's
off
take a look
for
at how the
Marlins,
series has played out
catcher,
so far.
number 50.
And that's
Ball, that's
off
it.
the inside edge. And that's ball 1. That one
2-0.
missing inside. Swings and misses. And a count 2-1. Next offering is fouled back. And now the lefty. And that one missing low. Got him. Now 5 strikeouts for him in the mound.
Well, he wasn't happy with that called third strike in and off the plate, and I think he's right. I mean, that miss, it's a really tough one, though, for an umpire back there, so I don't think you can be too mad at him. It looks like it's in the zone the entire way coming in until those last few feet, so I'd say pretty easy to understand why he'd say it clipped the corner. Just a nice pitch.
Dane Myers in the box now as he leaves that one up high. On the corner for a strike.
That's excellent location on the fastball right there early in this game. If he can do that all game, it should be a good outing for him.
Swing and a pop-up. Foul territory for the catcher. Has room, and he makes the catch. Jesus Sanchez, the next up for the Marlins. Fastball for a strike. 0-1. Top of the third, no score. And now the count is even.
1-1.
The 1-1 is fouled off. Swing and a miss. Struck him out. And it's a 3-up, 3-down inning. Miami down in order. And we're still knotted at 0. Back at the ballpark, and in this series it has been ugly on the mound as we look at the numbers. And that is out of play. Swing and a liner foul off to the right. This to center field, and that'll fall for a base hit. So a man on base to start the inning.
Look, I don't think that pitch would have been called a strike, but he did such a nice job of pulling his hands tight to the body and just getting enough of the barrel on it to be hard enough back up the middle for a knock.
So the lineup flips over, and next for the Mets, Starling Marte. Oh, he doesn't get the call, and it's 1-0. Fouled off down the right side. Nobody out. Runner at first. Up the middle to second. That's one. Plenty of time at first. That's a double play.
Oh, man, what a smooth double play. That was a thing of beauty from start to finish.
Lindor stands in here. Takes ball one low. Next pitch misses. Ball 2.
2-0 count. Great hitter at the dish. If you're going to miss, you've got to miss outside the zone. You miss inside the strike zone, you'll be asking the umpire for a new baseball.
That one's spoiled, and the count now 2-1. Foul ball.
A little tardy on that fastball. Is going to have to get it going a little quicker. Get that front foot down.
On the ground to third. Gets it to first. Lindor retired. And that is. And welcome back to the ballpark. John Sciambi with Chris Singleton, and set to lead off the fourth, Griffin Conine. And the first offering a fastball for a strike.
You know, these Marlins, as this game goes on, have to be more disciplined at the plate. They're chasing a lot of pitches outside the zone, and those chases that are turning into a bunch of outs. Can they turn that around and stay within the zone? We'll see, but I think they have to.
Lined into right. Makes the grab. And there's one away.
Now batting shortstop
Xavier Edwards, the next up for the Marlins. Walked his first time. Down and away for ball 1.
Counts 1-0.
Strike one.
They'll try to bunt for a hit right
I got a
there,
ball,
and
one
you
strike.
can tell he's trying to get something, anything going offensively.
And that is in for a strike. And it's 1-2. The Marlins yet to pick up a hit here. Into center. And that'll fall for a base hit. And they have their first base runner since the first inning.
Hitting is really easy for some guys. One thing that I can see already, his bat stays in the zone on plane for an extended period of time. And guys like that, they have a high contact rate and they have more barrels because of that bat being on plane. And even when you don't get it great, it's still hit hard enough to dunk something in like that in front of the center fielder.
Runner takes off. Pitch misses inside. The throw, tag, and he's out.
Well, they tried to press their luck a little after having just picked up their first hit of this ball game. So that caught stealing kind of stings. Can't blame them for trying to get something going offensively, but so far it's just not happening for these guys.
Two down, nobody on. Top half of inning number 4. Swing and a ball hit out towards left center field. Touches down. That's a hit.
Now batting.
Dominant
second baseman,
performance for
Jonah
him today,
Bryan.
Boo. Just 2 hits allowed so far. No runs across
1-0.
either. And he's had an answer for just about every hitter he's faced. So I don't think this hit is going to knock him off his stride too much.
There's the strike.
I love this part of the game. Does he really want to try and steal second against this catcher? I know he's fast, but it's pretty risky.
Fly ball to right. Taylor makes the grab, and that'll do it. So it's no runs. Bottom of the inning,
Leading
and now
off for the
Jose
Mets,
Siri.
center
We talk
fielder,
about guys with good
Jose
speed, and
Siri.
definitely he has it. But pushing the offense aside for just a second, Chris, it's the defensive side that I think the
Ball one,
speed
no strike.
factors in the most.
Well, he gets to balls that get by most people at that position. Just really impressive because there's certain times the ball comes off the bat, automatically that team that hit it thinks that they've got a base hit or they may have extra bases, and he just takes it away.
Swing and a miss, and that one missed by
One
a
ball,
ton.
2 strikes.
Fouled off the plate. They'll do it again. Fights that one away. Still 1-2. Swing and a ground ball out to short. No throw. He's safe at first.
It doesn't really matter where you are in the lineup. Your job is to get on base and try to start a rally if you're leading off an inning. So an infield single does the job right there. Now we'll see if they can make something happen.
At the plate, Pete Alonso. Check swing, called strike.
Well, he's been incredibly efficient in this one. First pitch strike percentage over 70%. That's well above league average, and that's what's allowed him to pitch well up until this point.
That one
One ball, one
misses,
strike.
and the count is 1-1. Swing and a high fly ball, well struck. Way back there. See you later. He muscles that one out of here. And the Mets jump in front. It's 2-0.
Boog, his plan was to hit the ball hard, and he was going to figure out the rest later. You can't argue with those results. No, Boog, clearly some frustration out there on the mound right now. I mean, that ball was so close to going foul. Would have been a long strike, but instead, the batter gets rewarded. Did a nice job of getting to the pitch and hitting it hard enough to get over the fence.
Ronnie Mauricio now. And first pitch fastball is in for a strike. Next offering is outside. That one misses. 2-1.
Well, these Mets showing great discipline at the plate, and patience definitely seems to be the name of their game in this one. They're doing a good job of working the pitch count, and they've been able to push a couple of runs across to score as well. That's now 3 hits in a row for the offense. Once you get the ball by the pitcher, there's a lot of base hits up the middle, even on ground balls. So a nice job to use that big hole and get himself a hit.
And now it's going to be Luis Angel Acuna. Swing and a line drive. That's a base hit into center field. And the throw's offline, safe at third.
Back-to-back singles. Everything was on time and fluid in that swing. Got a pitch you could get the barrel on and lined it into center for the knock. Those always feel good.
Brandon Nimmo getting ready to hit. 1 for 1 with a single so far. And immediately pumps in a strike to the left-handed hitter. Mauricio on third. Acuna at first with no outs. Late on that fastball.
Great spot to be in right here for the pitcher. You can either strike this guy out or get a ground ball, double play.
That misses. Now 1-2. Signs of activity in the pen for the Marlins. Seth Martinez getting ready to go. Enriquez getting cranked up as well. Swing and a ground ball, base hit right field. In comes the runner from third, and it's an RBI single, and they lead by 3.
A couple of hits in a row for him here. He wasn't able to elevate it, but he put a great swing on it. Right on time, good balanced approach, and just blasted it through the infield.
Manager out of the dugout now, and it looks like we'll see a change on the mound. Ryan Weathers will depart, and the line not closed on him yet as he's responsible for the runners on base. Back with a new pitcher after this.
Now pitching for
So the Marlins go with a new arm, Seth Martinez.
Just trying to keep this one close here, and this is where a bullpen can give their players a chance to fight back into the game.
And stepping in for New York, Francisco Alvarez. 0 for 1 so far. High in the air, out to right. Conine should have this one. And there's one away. And stepping in is the speedy Tyrone Taylor. And he's already singled in this game. That's a ball. Tried the sweeper.
Could use a ground ball here. Something in the infield. Runner at first base. Get 2. Get out of this.
Two on, 1 out. Slow roller to third. Paulie. Off balance speed. There's 1. And that's 2. Welcome back. Let's check out what's been happening of late. Really been playing well. Minaya back to work. He swings and misses at the first pitch. 0-1.
You know, these Marlins just lacking discipline at the plate in this ball game. They've been chasing pitches outside the zone all game, and it's led to some frustrating moments. They've been fooled quite a bit today.
That one misses, and the count 1-2. And that's ruled a swing. It's a strikeout. And up next for Miami, Davison De Los Santos. Swing and a miss, strike one.
In the on-deck circle, you really want to use that opportunity to see some pitches and time up the fastball. Last thing you want to do is miss a good hittable fastball early in the count.
That's towards center. Siri in position. He makes the catch, and there's two down.
Well, I think the key, if he can get through one more inning, anything after that, a hitter or two is bonus. But they should be lined up good enough to get to the finish line.
Ramirez in the box with two gone, and takes a look at a called strike. Pop foul out of play off to the right.
Looking sharp, just a strike away from 5 shutout innings.
The 0-2. Swing and a miss, and he got him. That's his 8th strikeout of the game. Still nothing on the scoreboard for him after 5. It's the Mets 3 and the Marlins nothing. Welcome back as we take a look at how today's starting pitchers have fared so far. Swing and a miss as he was out front that time.
Well, these Mets doing a good job of putting the ball into play, and that makes things more challenging on the defensive side. They have yet to strike out, and they're averaging more than a hit per inning. That's a great recipe for success right there.
Swing and a ball lifted in the air. Conine drops into the glove. One up, one down. And now it's Frankie Lindor. Both 2 in this one.
Lindor.
Ball 1 on a pitch inside. Lindor, a former Gold Glove winner, a member of the 1,000 hit club, and he was born in Puerto Rico. Check swing called strike. And that's strike 1.
1 strike.
And he grounds one to the right side. Lindor retired. 2 down, base is empty. And now the center fielder, Jose Siri. Swing and a drive, deep right field. And an automatic double as it hops the fence.
That ball exploded off his bat and off the warning track as well as it bounced over the fence. And it sounded really good, too. He just put together a really nice swing and just missed a home run.
And here's the first baseman, Pete Alonso. He's already homered here in this one. In the air, right field. Conine ranging back, makes the catch. And that's the 3rd out. No runs, 1 hit. Back here at the ballpark, let's check out the latest news from around the league.
Dave Myers.
Late swing fouled off. Just missed. The 1-1 is fouled off. Got him swinging.
Now batting center fielder.
So the batting order
Jesus
turns over.
Sanchez.
And now Jesus Sanchez. There's a strike. Base is empty, 1 away, and we're in the top half of the 6th. And they'll do it again.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
Fans another, and that's 3 straight strikeouts.
Well, that's always the key to effective pitching, is getting ahead in the count. And as a pitcher, it really allows you to start expanding the zone. Hitters become defensive, and all of a sudden that plate starts to get really wide. And what happens is, because of the pressure, you end up committing to a pitch as a batter before you recognize what it is, and that's what leads to the strikeout.
And that one misses up and in, and it's 1-1. Swing and a miss, and that's strike 2.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
Fouls it off, still 1-2. Next offering misses down and away. That's a little high, and that's ball 3.
He should get a pretty good pitch to hit here with the 3-hole hitter coming up if he's walked.
2 down, nobody on. Make it 4 strikeouts in a row, just cruising along.
Impeccable command in that one. 3 batters, 3 strikeouts. That's electric stuff out there on the mound.
Now pitching for
Back
Miami.
now for the bottom of the 6th, and there's a new pitcher on the mound. Ronnie Enriquez. This is his 5th appearance of the year. Back to the mound. He's got it. Tosses to first, and that's 1 out as they get the leadoff hitter in the 6th.
Second baseman
Luis Angel Acuna now at the plate. He's 2 for 2. On the ground, right side. The throw to first. 2 up, 2 down.
Up next for the Mets, left fielder.
2 outs, base is empty. Brandon Nimmo up now for the Mets. Ground ball right side. De Los Santos steps on the bag, and talk about efficient. 3 outs on 3 pitches, and the inning is done. Back here in Queens, top of inning number 7. Now it's the shortstop, Xavier Edwards. The Mets with a new arm on the mound, Oscar Brazoban.
Number 43, Oscar Brazoban.
First pitch just misses. Liner, base hit. Man aboard on the leadoff single. Connor Norby, the next up for the Marlins. Fought off foul.
Now these guys definitely looking for a big swing of the bat right here. Try to close that gap, but you know, at the very least,
Runner takes off, pitch in for a strike. Throw to second, tag, and they got him.
You know, something that's often overlooked in a caught stealing situation is just that catcher's footwork. These guys work so hard on just every aspect, receiving the pitch, but then also getting it into a position to get off a quick throw. Right there, that was perfect execution, and it allowed him to get the throw down to second in time.
The Mets leading by 3 here in the top half of inning number 7. And that one popped to short. Lindor hauls it in for the out. And there's 2 down.
That was a good pitch to hit right down the heart of the plate. Had pretty good timing on it. Just got underneath it a little bit and popped it up.
Here's the second baseman, Jonah Bride. There's the strike.
It's been tough for the offense so far, but you can't get frustrated. You got to find a way to shake it off, go up there and relax. That's the only way you're going to be able to put runs up on the board.
This one lifted in the air, left field. Makes the play, and it's out number 3. Welcome back. Taking a look at our game sum.
Catcher Francisco Alvarez.
Outside corner, there's a strike. Just missed. And that one is downstairs. And that's ball 2. Swing and a miss. He was late. Strike 2.
Well, there's a certain point where you have to commit to what you think you see, and he guessed wrong right there. Nasty slider with just terrific bite at the end.
That one misses, so a leadoff walk. Tyrone Taylor up now for the Mets. 1 for 2.
Tyrone Taylor.
That one finds the zone. It's 0-1.
Good approach right there. You want to get something just a little higher that you can elevate. Stay out of that double play.
0-1. Ball. Alvarez gets his lead at first. Nobody out. Swing and a ground ball, and that one gets through into center field. Rudder stops at second, and the first 2 reach to start the inning.
Now batting, designated
First
hitter,
and second,
Starling
no outs.
Marte.
Starling Marte up now for the Mets. 0 for 3 in this one. That one to first, and he can't come up with it. Still manages a throw, and it's in time. It wasn't the smoothest play you'll see today, but they still get the out.
That right there was a productive at bat. You know you're doing something right anytime you help move 2 runners into scoring position and give your team a chance to drive in a couple of runs.
The other way, base hit, 1 run in already. The throw in.
Well, clearly he was ready to hit right there. That was a thing of beauty. He may have been a little behind the pitch, but by getting that barrel into the hitting zone early on in his swing, he was able to meet it and still.
Here's a new pitcher from the pen, Declan Cronin.
And with the big deficit on the scoreboard, he almost has to just put that out of his mind. Every outing matters for relievers and their numbers, but I think it's tough to get up for this type of appearance. The same.
Now this is through for a base hit. Here's the throw to the plate. It's offline. The run comes in. It's 6-0.
2 consecutive base hits for this team. Really nice job staying up the middle with his approach. He didn't try to do too much with the pitch, just shot it through the infield.
Man at first with 1 gone. Pete Alonso, the next to hit. He's already homered in this game. That one inside. Look out. Man at first, 1 away. Runner on the go. There's a ball. Safe in second, and he easily steals the bag. 2-0. That one is upstairs. 1 out, the runner at second. Here, the bottom of the 7th. Foul ball there. base hit. Stop sign goes up at third. Runners at the corners with one out.
Up next for the Mets,
Ronnie Mauricio up now for the Mets.
Ronnie
1 for 3.
Mauricio.
And the first pitch fastball is in for a strike. And that one gets past the catcher. Out at the plate. Man at second. Check swing, and he went. That is strike 2.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
And a liner out into right center for a base hit. Alonso is waved home. He will score. It's an RBI single. It's 7-0.
Good 2-strike hitting right there, Boog. A bit of a lost start for some, so that was nicely done to beat the odds. Solid swing from start to end. On time with everything. Really good balance. Nice extension. And he made it out front for the line drive knock.
So up next for New York, Luis Angel Acuna. And a strike in there. Mauricio off of first with 2 away. And that one is lifted in the air, and it falls. And that'll put runners at the corners with 2 away. So 2 on with 2 away. Now the left fielder, Brandon Nimmo. That's down and in.
Ball 1, no strike.
Two on, 2 outs. That one finds the corner, and the count even at 1.
Wow, just a beautiful backdoor slider right there. If you've got any chance of hitting that pitch, you have to wait until the absolutely last millisecond. Just a tough pitch to hit, and not an easy one to throw either.
Swing and a miss. Struck him out. Inning over. Welcome back as we take a look at their upcoming schedule. Brazoban back to work. Just missed. Brazoban goes 6 feet 3 inches. He features a changeup, a cutter, a sinker, and he works in a 4-seamer. This one in the air. Lindor makes the grab, 1 away.
Now batting.
And at the plate for Miami, Davison De Los Santos. And a first pitch fastball is in for a strike. And that one fouled off. Swing and a miss, struck him out. Pulled the string on the changeup.
Way out in front of that inside pitch there, and just exactly the opposite kind of approach that you want with 2 strikes. You want to let the ball travel. Make sure you recognize it. Try to shorten up so that you can at least put the ball in play. Clearly fooled, but I think even more so, you question the 2-strike approach. Struggled a little bit in this one. Couple of strikeouts earlier, but doing a much better job in this at bat to get ahead and find a good hitter's count at 2-0.
That missed inside, and that's ball 3. 2 down, nobody on, and we're in the top of the 8th. And it's fouled away. Swings through that, and it's a strikeout. And good work there as he gets a 1-2-3. And the Marlins down quietly. They continue to trail 7-0.
Now pitching for
Back
Miami.
now, new pitcher on the mound
Number
as we
38.
roll into the bottom of the 8th. Jesus Tinoco. He pitched yesterday, and we'll see him once again. Francisco
Leading off
Alvarez
for the
digs
Mets,
in now.
Catcher Francisco Alvarez.
First
No,
pitch
that's
doesn't
low.
find the zone. And
No,
another
no.
ball.
Last couple of pitches breaking balls away. I think he's going to have to come firm inside to be able to open up that location if he wants to go back there later in this count.
That one finds the zone, and it's 2-1.
1 strike.
That's a little bit low. And that one hammered. Sanchez going back on it. Pulls it in on the warning track.
Thought that was a no-doubter. I think the wind was holding that in this ballpark.
Tyrone Taylor up now for the Mets. And first offering is fouled off. One down, base is empty. That one's
Ball that
upstairs, ball 1. Movement in the bullpen, Calvin Fauché. The hard-throwing righty is up and loosening.
2 balls, 1 strike.
Swing and a high fly ball right field. Conine hauls it in, and there's 2 away.
Up next for the Mets.
2 down, base is empty. And now the DH, Starling Marte. This one in the air, right field. Conine under it. Makes the grab, and that'll end the inning. This one isn't exactly close, Chris. Let's go off script for a moment.
I'm game.
Were we on script?
Never.
All right, Singy, when you played, how much of a fashionista were you? Would you come to the ballpark dressed to the nines?
No,
Nope.
I wouldn't. Even on the road trips, I was, pretty average. There were some guys that would dial it up, and there'd be some outfits where you're kind of double taking and saying, where in the world are you going? But overall, I'd say I kept it low key.
So a foul ball makes it 1-2. Cut on and miss. Struck him out. Looks like he's picked up right where he left off. So digging in, Jesus Sanchez. Top of the zone, and it's called a strike. Yeah, you see some guys into the fashion nowadays, and big on the gram, as the kids like to say. Post their fits, right? That's what you say?
Is that what it is?
It's a fit. Your fit, your outfit, your fit.
Got a little drip around the neck, too.
Yeah, believe it. Scale of 1 to 10, how old do we sound right now?
Really
1 ball,
old,
2
like
strikes,
close
down.
to Social Security benefits.
Yeah. Just
That's ball
misses. It's 2-2. Base is empty, 1 away. Here at the top of the 9th. Struck him out swinging. And the Marlins with just 1 out left.
Good late cut for the strikeout
Right
there. That
fielder,
thing
Griffin
really got in on
Conine.
him. And, the cutter isn't really a huge swing and miss pitch most of the time because it's not really meant to move a whole lot. You're just trying to miss the big part of the barrel and maybe get some weak contact. But that one right there did a whole lot more than that. That was a really good pitch.
That one pushed to the left and foul. This could end it. Ripped on a line. He puts it away, and that'll do it. The Mets finish off a 3-game sweep here in front of the home crowd.
The ball for his first career save deserves to be on display at his house. I mean, it's kind of like when a restaurant frames its first dollar bill somewhere on a wall. You just can't forget your first save.
kiss away all your problems, just sleep on the couch.